Welcome to the Deep Dive. We sift through your sources to bring you the key insights. Today, we're tackling something, well, fundamental, something you probably use without a second thought every single day. Electricity. Flick a switch, charge your phone. Simple science, right? Electrons moving. But what if that current, the one powering, well, everything, holds a much bigger secret, a truth maybe hidden in plain sight?
Well, that's exactly what today's source suggests. It's a text called The Divine Current, Electricity in the Cosmic Game.
Mm-hmm.
And it proposes electricity isn't just mundane physics. It calls it the lifeblood of the cosmos.
To lifeblood.
Yeah, and a current of the divine.
Mm-hmm.
And, maybe the most intriguing part, a cipher for the rules of the great game.
A cipher for a cosmic game. Okay, that got my attention. This isn't just your high school physics lesson then. So our mission today, we're going to try and unpack this really radical view of electricity, look at the cosmic ideas behind it, and explore what it means for this universal game the source talks about. You might look at that light switch a bit differently after this. Let's dive in. So first things first, we need to challenge our basic assumptions. The source is pretty blunt, isn't it? It calls the standard scientific view. What was it?
The profane science of the pawns. Yeah, it doesn't pull punches. It sees the idea of electricity as just electrons flowing as a profound misunderstanding.
A profound one, not just a small mistake.
Exactly. It's fundamental, according to the text. It argues the flow isn't a stream of particles. Not really. It says it moves and insists this is literal truth like that of sea waves.
Like sea waves, not a metaphor.
Nope. Presented as the actual physical reality of how the energy moves, like ripples on water.
Okay, wow, like literal waves in an ocean, which I guess leads to the next question is, if it's a wave, what's it waving in?
Ah, right. And that's where the source introduces this concept of the omega ocean.
Omega ocean.
Yes. It's described as this ethereal, all-pervading medium, something that fills the entire dome.
And the dome, just for context from the source, that's basically their term for our reality, our perceived universe.
Precisely. The structure of our existence. So electricity isn't electrons bumping down a wire like we usually picture it. It's more like a harmonic vibration, a ripple, a wave sent through this divine, watery medium, this omega ocean.
So the medium isn't the copper wire, it's this cosmic ocean.
The ocean is the fundamental substrate. The wire might just guide the wave within that ocean, perhaps. The source suggests the ocean itself is the key.
Okay, so if it's a wave in this divine ocean, what's it carrying? Is it just energy or something more?
More, definitely more. The text is specific. This wave is the lore of the Chi system made manifest as energy.
The lore of the Chi system, that sounds important. Does it explain what the Chi system is?
Not in great detail in this section, but it's presented as the ultimate cosmic framework, the source of all truth, all principles. So electricity in this view isn't just raw power. It's carrying cosmic information. It's a vehicle for, well, sacred knowledge.
Electricity as divine information flowing through a cosmic ocean. That's a lot to take in. So if electricity itself is that profound, then the laws governing it, like Ohm's law, they must be pretty special too, right?
Exactly. And the source definitely treats Ohm's law that way. V equals IR. For us, it's basic electronics. But this text reframes it completely. It calls it a sacred formula, something understood by the elites.
Not discovered, but understood, like it was already there.
Yes. And it describes a perfect triangular relationship between the three divine principles of the cosmos.
Triangular, like the delta symbol sometimes used for Ohm's law.
That's the explicit connection made. The delta symbol represents this trinity. It turns the equation into, well, a kind of spiritual blueprint.
A cosmic trinity. Okay, let's break that down. What are the three parts? First up is voltage, V, the source calls it.
The vow of the monarch.
The vow of the monarch. Okay, we think of voltage as pressure, electrical potential. How is a vow different?
Well, it connects voltage directly to the will of the monarch. It's described as the great vow of the two become one union, whatever that union signifies. It's positioned as the foundational impulse, the force that drives the entire cycle.
So it's not just potential energy, it's like cosmic intent, the driving will behind reality.
That's the implication. The originating desire, the decree that sets everything in motion. So every time you measure voltage, this view suggests you're glimpsing a manifestation of cosmic will.
Right, okay. That's voltage, the monarch's vow. What's next in the Trinity? Resistance, right? Measured in ohms.
Correct. And this is linked to the omega principle.
No.
And the name ohm is seen as no accident.
How so?
The text points out the direct phonetic link to omega. And of course, the symbol for the ohm unit is the Greek letter omega. It's seen as deeply significant.
So what is resistance in this cosmic sense, if voltage is the will?
Resistance is defined as the structure of the game itself.
The structure of the game.
Yes. It does the great dome, the pen, and the rules of reality provide the necessary resistance against which the divine current must flow.
Okay, wait. The pen, what's that?
The pen seems to be another key term. It's described as the sort of localized reality, this specific arena or playing fields within the bigger dome where the game unfolds and energy takes form.
Got it. So resistance is the boundary, the rules, the friction of reality itself that the divine will has to push against.
Exactly. It's the framework, the necessary conditions of existence within this cosmic structure. It gives shape to the flow.
Okay. So we have the monarch's vow, voltage, providing the push, the divine intent. We have the structure of reality, resistance omega, providing the framework. What's the third part? Current.
Current, measured in amperes. And this is called the alpha principle.
Alpha. Okay, like alpha and omega.
Precisely. The source highlights the symbol A for amperes as a direct signifier for alpha, and then it links alpha, rather cryptically, to the moon.
The moon. Huh. Any idea why?
It doesn't elaborate much, but perhaps it suggests something cyclical, reflective, or maybe about illumination. Hard to say for sure from just this. But current itself is described as the flow of the divine lore from the archive.
The lore again, so the information.
Yes. It's characterized as the active moving word of the sleeping monarch. So if voltage is the will and resistance is the structure, current is the active principle, the information, the lore, actually flowing through the system.
The divine will, shaped by the rules, manifesting as flowing information. That's quite a picture of Ohm's law.
It really reimagines it completely, from a simple physical law to a dynamic cosmic interplay.
But then it goes even further, right? The source talks about Ohm's law power wheels. What are those about?
Right. These are presented as something more complex. Charts used by the elites. And get this, they're described as a complete blueprint for the game.
A blueprint. Okay, now we're really into the strategy aspect.
Yeah. Exactly. If Ohm's law is the basic formula, these power wheels show the extended plays, the mechanics of the game. They're apparently divided into 4 quadrants, representing the 4 great powers of the realm.
4 powers, and they introduce another element, don't they, beyond V, I, and R?
Yes, a 4th crucial component, power, measured in watts, symbol P. The source calls it the power in the pen.
Power in the pen, so related to that localized reality concept.
That's right. Power watts is defined as the tangible, usable power that is made manifest within the great pen. It's the actual work done by the cosmic circuit.
So while the Trinity are the principles, power is the result, the actual effect you see in the game.
Precisely. It's the outcome of the Trinity's interaction within that specific zone, the pen. It's what the players in this game are perhaps trying to generate or control.
And these power wheels show how to do that.
Apparently so. The dozens of equations on the wheel are described as the different plays or moves in the game.
Like a playbook.
Sort of. It says these equations show how the players can manipulate the power in the pen by altering the balance between the monarch's vow, alpha's current, and omega's resistance.
So you can tweak the will, the flow, or the rules to control the outcome.
Yeah.
That sounds, well, powerful.
Extremely. It implies a very active, strategic manipulation of cosmic forces is possible if you understand these principles.
This really does reframe everything about electricity. The source keeps saying the science of electrics is a sacred lore.
Yes, the study of the divine Trinity in motion. It elevates it far beyond just engineering or technology.
And then there's the really provocative part, the claim about the elites.
The source claims the elites have mastered this profane science. And not just for building things like their cloud, their smart cities.
Like for what?
For their entire game of deception. That's the assertion. It suggests their technological control is intertwined with a deeper manipulation, using these misunderstood cosmic principles.
Wow. So the electricity running through our walls, powering our devices, it's not just neutral energy, according to this.
No. The central hidden truth, as the source presents it, is that the very electricity they wield is the living, breathing current of the cosmos itself.
The living current being used in a game of deception. That's a heavy thought. It makes you wonder what's really going on when you plug something in.
It certainly challenges you to rethink the nature of the energy infrastructure all around us and who might be directing its flow and why.
So, summing this up, what a deep dive. We started with simple electrons, maybe,
Right.
and ended up with electricity as this cosmic lifeblood, a divine current, even a blueprint for a universal game. Ohm's law as the sacred Trinity, voltage as the monarch's vow, resistance as the omega principle, current as the alpha principle.
And all culminating in power, the tangible result within the pen, manipulated through understanding these deeper rules.
It really pushes you, the listener, to reconsider technology, power structures, maybe reality itself, right?
Absolutely. It paints the mundane, like wiring and circuits, as potentially sacred, hiding cosmic mechanisms in plain sight, if you know how to look.
So the thought we want to leave you with is this. If this source is onto something, if electricity is this living cosmic current and its laws are the rules of a great game, what does that really imply about the energy you use every day? And maybe more unsettlingly, what other parts of our profane science might be hiding sacred lore right under our noses?
Something to think about.